Hi, my name is Kellyanne, and I want to make this video to kind of introduce the next chapter of my life. I'm starting a new contract/job that I am incredibly excited about. It is called Disney on Classic. Disney on Classic is a Disney music concert tour with a live 60-piece orchestra, a Japanese orchestra, and then 7 foreign vocalists. And it tours all over the country of Japan. It is created by and owned and operated by a company called Harmony Japan, and it's been around for, I think, about 22 years, since 2002. This contract absolutely just brings together all of my very favorite things: singing, Disney music, Japan. I have always wanted to sing with a live orchestra, so this is just an incredible opportunity. I'm even getting emotional right now. This is an incredible opportunity that I'm so excited about and so honored and just so excited for what's to come. So I would love to explain kind of why this means so much to me and my history with Japan. So I went to school for musical theater, graduated in 2015, and then shortly after graduating, I went to an audition that absolutely changed my life. I have loved Disney for forever. Since I was a child, it's always been my biggest passion. And during college, I worked at Disneyland, which was a total dream come true. And so I was obviously interested in kind of like what other opportunities might be there within the Disney parks family, I guess. I didn't know anything about Japan growing up, but I saw an audition for Tokyo Disney for singers, and I was like, okay, I mean, I have to try. So my best friend and I, we went, and yeah, I booked it, and I went in 2016 to work at Tokyo Disney Resort. My job was at the Diamond Horseshoe, where I was in a lunch and a dinner show. I played like the owner of the saloon, and in one show, in the lunch show, I was with the Toy Story characters, and in the dinner show I was with our favorite VIP characters, Mickey, Minnie, Donald. All of this with some lovely Japanese actors and Japanese dancers. Truly, this experience changed my life. Not that my world was small before, but just coming right out of college and booking this job and seeing the whole other side of the world that I had never imagined I would have an opportunity to go to, and to actually work there for a 9-month period and get to know the people and learn about the culture and the food and do a little bit of traveling within the country. It just changed my perspective forever. Anyway, that was an incredible experience. I was just so lucky and so grateful. I went and I did some other jobs and contracts, and in 2018 I saw an audition posting for Disney on Classic, and I think this was the first time I had heard of it. I went to the audition. I had an amazing audition experience, auditioning for the team, and the team from Japan came as well, and just everybody in the room was so kind, and I just had the best feeling about that audition. I did not book it, but it stuck in my head for a long time of like, wow, this is such an incredible thing. I want to do this someday. I have to be a part of this someday. So 2018 passed, I did some other great jobs, and then in 2019 I went back to Tokyo Disney Resort. This time I was in Big Band Beat, which is an amazing show in Tokyo Disney Sea at the Broadway Music Theater. I always tell people I think that it's one of the best theme park shows in the world. Mickey Mouse drums and tap dances, and it's incredible. No shade to Mickey and Diamond Horseshoe. He plays the xylophone, and it is fantastic. I did Big Band Beat in 2019 and 2020. And we all know what happened in 2020. I was very lucky to ride out that first part of the pandemic in Japan, where things were very safe, but we didn't know when we would be able to go back to work. Sadly, we found out that we were all being let go. Our contracts were terminated and we were sent home. Yeah, this was 4 years ago now, which is wild, but it felt like the end of the world. It was truly heartbreaking. I felt like I left a piece of my heart in Japan, and I didn't know if there was ever gonna be an opportunity for me to go back and reclaim the missing piece of my heart. But I truly have thought about Japan and performing in Japan every day since. It sounds really silly, but like wished on a star and like dreamed and prayed that there would be an opportunity for me to go back. Anyway, since then, I worked at Shanghai Disney Resort, I worked at Disney Cruise Line, had a blast with all these things, and I saw an audition pop up for Disney on Classic again, and obviously immediately my heart was like, okay, like, is this the year that we're gonna do this? We're gonna make this work, we're gonna book it. So I submitted in my material. This was while I was working on Disney Cruise Line, and I found out that I had been offered an audition appointment for the day after my debark date. So I left the ship on March 4th. We debarked in Orlando. I flew home to LA to like switch up my suitcases real quick and hop on a plane the very next morning to come to New York. I did the audition and again, just had the most incredible experience with this team in the room. Like truly the most welcoming, kind, warm audition room you have ever been into in your life. So I did my audition, I went back to LA, I found out I got a call back, I booked another flight, I came back out to New York, and that was the final callback with the team from Japan, and we got to sing the material that is in this year's concert, and I just had a fantastic feeling. I felt like it went really well. Again, I was just like so proud, and I think that also is a testament to the team and how kind they are in the room, that you just feel so safe. So I just knew like whatever happens is meant to be, but obviously I knew I wanted it so badly. I think like a couple days later, I got a call from the producer offering me a role in this year's concert, and yeah, here we are. That was back in March, and we're now in August. We're 1 week into rehearsals and having an absolute blast. So let's talk about what is going on for this year's concert of Disney on Classic. The official title of the concert is Disney on Classic, A Magical Night 2024. And this year's theme is Our Wishes for the Future. Every year they pick a theme for the concert, and then they also pick a Disney film that we're gonna focus on for Act 2. We're gonna tell the whole story and do all of the music from this Disney film. And this year is The Little Mermaid. This year is the 35th anniversary of The Little Mermaid. Can you believe it? And many of us may know that The Little Mermaid kind of ushered in the Disney Renaissance, so it's very special with music by Alan Menken and Howard Ashman, the first composers to kind of treat a Disney film as though it is a Broadway show. Act 1 of our show will be the theme of Our Wishes to the Future, which is kind of a selection of songs they have chosen to exemplify that theme. There are some beautiful songs in this act, and the song that I will be singing is Colors of the Wind from Pocahontas. I am so honored to sing this song. I want to first make it clear that I will not be portraying Pocahontas. I will be singing this song out of context of the characters and the plot of the film. But I do want to say that Pocahontas is a special film for me. It came out a few years after I was born, and it was the very first movie I ever saw in theaters with my sister and my mom. And this movie was all the rage when I was a little toddler, like how you can imagine like Frozen was for those little kids of that era, or what is it now? Moana? No, it's probably, is it Encanto? I don't know, but like we were all about Pocahontas. I had a Pocahontas tent, a Pocahontas sleeping bag. I had a Pocahontas Barbie that was beautiful. My sister, I think, had a Pocahontas costume. We had a Pocahontas birthday party. I think I even had a stuffed animal of Percy the dog. So yes, Pocahontas is very special to me. I adore the music. Colors of the Wind and Just Around the River Bend are amazing songs written by Alan Menken, lyrics by Stephen Schwartz, who wrote Wicked, amongst many other things. I never thought I would have the opportunity to sing this song, so I am really honored and excited. Working on this song has been so fun so far. And then within Act 1, we have, during Halloween season, for only 10 performances, we have the Mysterious and Dark program, program where we do a couple of Halloween villain songs, and that will be really, really cool. And then for only 5 performances, we are doing a Christmas special program in which I will sing another solo song, which I'm so excited about. This song is called Welcome to Christmas, which is a Tokyo Disney Resort song that I know from being a fan of the parks. It was in Candlelight Reflections in Tokyo Disney Sea, and it was also in the more recent Harbor Show for Christmas. And then Act 2, we will be telling the story of The Little Mermaid, in which I will be in the ensemble. I will be, you know, in Under the Sea, Kiss the Girl, Daughters of Triton, and, you know, maybe a couple little cameo one-liners here and there. So I am very excited about this year's concert. I can't wait to share it with the people that come to the concert. There are definitely Disney on Classic fans, so very excited to meet them and show what we've been working so hard on. We've been having such a blast. Our cast is like so talented, and the team that we're working with, again, are just the kindest people. So smart, so good at what they do. It's like such an honor to be a part of something like this. And once we get to Japan, I can't wait to meet the Orchestra Japan is what they're called. From what I have seen and have been told, they're like fantastic musicians, and they look like the nicest, most fun group of people ever. So I'm very much looking forward to getting started on all of that. So yes, we have about 2.5 weeks of rehearsals here in New York City. And then on September 5th, we are going to fly to Tokyo, where we will finish rehearsals and installing the show with the orchestra on a stage. So we'll be able to like set our blocking more specifically, work with the orchestra for the first time. I am gonna weep. I'm gonna absolutely weep. And then our first concert is about 10 days after our arrival in Tokyo. We are going to travel all around Japan, which is so cool and so exciting. I have traveled a little bit within Japan, never as much as I had wanted to or had hoped to. I've always wanted to explore more of Japan, and this concert tour is not only like the best job in the whole world as far as what the performances will actually be, but we're afforded this incredible opportunity to see so much of Japan. With this amazing travel opportunity, I want to pick back up my vlog camera and see if I can finally kind of fulfill that desire to vlog in Japan, which was kind of the reason I ever picked up a vlog camera in the first place, was that I was so inspired by being in Japan and the places I was going and the people I was meeting, and wanted to share this amazing, beautiful country with more people. So this will be the first video of many in this series, and yes, follow along if you would like. I am so excited to start this journey, to perform this concert, to see this beautiful country that I already love so much, and I just know I'm gonna find so much more to appreciate, and I'm excited to see the famous cities and the famous sites and the big temples and the big things everybody knows about Japan. But I'm so excited as well to go to smaller places that I haven't heard of before and explore smaller, less well-known places in Japan. It's gonna be a blast. So let's get the show on the road. We'll see you in Japan. Mata ne!